Ital starts with the land. Before the pot, before the fire, before the herbs, there is the land. At the center of Ital is the Rastafari movement, a way of living built around vitality, simplicity, and closeness to nature. Fresh food, minimal processing, cooking with intention. Ital is vital, and there are few foods that embody that spirit like Ital sip. Slow, grounded, and restorative. Soup is already one of the most comforting things humans make, but Ital soup is something more. It feels ancestral. Like the kind of cooking that existed before packaged seasons, before exact measurements, and before convenience. It feels like a meditation. Today we are making a pot of Ital sip completely in keeping with Ital principles. No meat, no dairy, no salt, nothing artificial, nothing heavily processed. Just food from the land. Now, before we start, I should tell you, this recipe has a lot of ingredients. And even then, it still isn't complete. Because Ital sip changes depending on the season, the garden, the market, or whatever happens to be growing nearby. That's part of what makes Ital cooking feel so alive. Recipes matter less than principles. You use what the land gives you. So you don't get too caught up in exact ingredients. Your sip can never be exactly like mine, and that is the point. With that said, let's start with one of the foundations of Ital cooking, coconut.
Nice.
Coconut ties a lot of Ital food together. It adds richness, body, sweetness, and a kind of fullness that helps replace what people normally expect from salt, butter, or meat. Ital food might sound restrictive from the outside, but when it's done properly, it's deeply satisfying. And coconut has a lot to do with that. Coconut trees grow abundantly across Jamaica. For many Rastas, tending the land and cooking from it are two things you just can't separate. So instead of canned coconut milk or powdered mixes, we're making ours fresh. One dried coconut. After cracking and shelling it and blending it with about a liter of water. Traditionally, this would be grated by hand. That alone slows the process down and makes cooking feel less mechanical. The backbone of our sip is done. Set that aside for now, we'll soon come back to it. Another major foundation of Ital food are legumes. Peas, beans, lentils, peanuts. These ingredients bring depth and substance to plant-based cooking. Not just nutrition, but also weight. The kind of fullness that stays with you. A bowl of soup built on legumes feel very different from the fullness you get mostly from refined flour or starch. It's slower, deeper, and more sustaining. And in Ital, that is what matters. Fresh beans are especially loved in rural Jamaica. These are commonly called broad beans here. The vines climb aggressively and can live for a long time with very little maintenance. A lot of these varieties have been passed down through seed saving rather than commercial farming, so no two batches ever really look alike. That's why you get all those beautiful colors. That is Ital too. just food adapting naturally over time. I couldn't find a lot of fresh beans and peas for today, so let's talk about the dried ones. Here I have a quarter cup red peas, quarter cup black eyed peas, quarter cup cowpeas, quarter cups broad bean, and finally I have half cups raw peanut. Peanuts are a staple in Ital soup, and they add a buttery quality and a deep savoriness to the soup. I'm going to wash these first, then submerge them with water to soak them overnight. That softens them, helps them cook more evenly, and gives a much creamier texture later. Again, you can follow this exactly or completely change it depending on what you have. That flexibility is part of the spirit of Ital cooking. To start developing flavor early, I'm adding 6 cloves of garlic and about a tablespoon of pimento or allspice. These berries are one of the deepest flavor foundations in Jamaican cooking. They add a lot of depth and complexity to our food, and that's exactly what we want in our sip. Now we can cook the legumes. I'm using a stainless steel duchy today. Traditionally though, Ital cooking favors clay, cast iron and natural materials, not aluminum. For many Rastas, aluminum cookware feels too industrial and disconnected from nature. There are also long-standing concerns about the metal leaching into the food during long cooking. Whether philosophical or practical, the vessel matters in Ital cooking. The pot itself becomes part of the meal. I'm topping this up with water because a lot of it will reduce as it cooks. Wood fire is also an important aspect of not just traditional Jamaican cooking but also Ital cooking. Coal or wood fires require a lot of patience and attention. You can't rush it. Tending to a wood fire is meditative, and the smoke becomes seasoning too. About 35 minutes in, and most of the legumes are cooked but still very firm. The liquid has reduced nicely, so now I'm adding 4 cups of fresh coconut milk. Immediately the whole pot changed. Now is also when we add the ingredients that take longer to cook or need more time for flavor development. 1 sliced onion, 2 stalks of chopped scallion, smashed ginger. I also have a cob of corn. That takes a little bit of time to cook. 1 whole fresh scotchy to slowly release some scotchy flavor. 1 diced carrot and half a cup of those fresh beans we prepared earlier. It's a pity these lose those beautiful colors once they are cooked. Now, I'm going to let that simmer until all those ingredients are mostly cooked. Maybe another 15 to 20 minutes. That will give us enough time to talk about the next category of ingredients. Ground provisions are the heart of Ital soup. These are the heavy, starchy vegetables that turn the broth into a meal. Yam, dasheen, cocoa, sweet potato, pumpkin. Food pulled directly from the earth. Ripe plantains add a savory sweetness. Green plantains add starch and body. I'm going to show you something interesting you can do with these later. Some people use whatever is growing nearby, others use whatever is cheapest that week. Ital cooking adapts. Let's get those prepped then add them to the pot. Wow, that smells lovely. The coconut milk is starting to separate and develop those nutty aromas. Everything is cooked but still holding their shape nicely. Great. Now we can add our provisions. pumpkin, potato, dasheen, sweet potato, yellow yam, and finally chocho. As these simmer, some of the starches will begin breaking down naturally into the broth. This is what gives the sip its texture. That needs some more liquid, so I'm going to add another 4 cups of coconut milk. We're going to let that simmer until all the veggies soften up and the sip thickens. Alright, now let's talk about that green plantain we set aside. Green plantain is packed with starch, which makes it an incredibly natural thickener and binding agent. Today we are exploiting those qualities and turning this into dumplings. Nothing added, just grated plantain shaped by hand. After peeling it, I'm grating it on the medium side of the box grater. That keeps the texture light enough to shape easily. You can use more starchy veggies to do this. That's what I love about Ital. Even though it's the same vegetable, simply grating and shaping it transforms it into something totally different. These dumplings cook up dense, springy, and deeply satisfying. That sip is coming together nicely. The vegetables have started breaking down and the broth is thickening. All the flavors are finally starting to meld together. Ital is patient, so let's give it some time. Layering flavors is one of the most important parts of Jamaican cooking, and Ital is no different. When you remove processed seasonings and excess salt, you become more sensitive to the natural flavor of the ingredients. Fresh herbs become more important. Timing matters more. And you start to lean more on technique. Even simple things like how long you simmer starts to make a big difference. That's a big reason why Rastas keep extensive herbal gardens. For the final layer, I'm adding okra, string bean, fresh scallion, sliced scotchy, and finally, fresh thyme. Rasta has known for a very long time that dry thyme is a scam. Yes man, you can see it now. That sip is a lot more viscous. Everything is working together in harmony now. That looks nourishing, not heavy or greasy. That smells so good. The only thing left to do now is to let it simmer for just a couple minutes. That's just to infuse all the freshness and then we're live. Ital is about living in harmony with nature. Not just in what you eat, but in how you cook, what you cook with, and even with what you serve your food in. Ital means almost all of what you use either comes from the ground or grows on trees. These bowls are made from calabash, and this spoon, I made it from the shell of the same coconut we used earlier. It was already the perfect shape, just a little sanding and it became something useful again. That is Ital. That is it. Perfect thickness. Rich, creamy, nutty. Simply looking at the pot feels like nourishment. So, how's the flavor? That's the thing about Ital food. It tastes deeply flavorful while somehow still feeling light and clean at the same time. Let's try that plantain dumpling. Yes, that is nice. The texture is close to a flour dumpling, but I'm getting the same satisfying vibe. But it feels more rooted and connected. That is Ital sip. Nothing in this pot is complicated. And honestly, I think that's the thing that makes Ital cooking special. It's patient, grounded, simple food prepared simply. Nothing rushed, just nourishment through patience.